Get right to your top headlines this evening. These stories are real new now. Coronavirus state of emergency. Both President Trump and Missouri Governor Mike Parson made the declaration on the national and state levels today. What this means coming up.
Local churches are making changes after recommendations from health officials to help contain the spread of COVID-19. What could be different this Sunday?
And the virus is also bringing big changes to entertainment in Branson. What attractions are closing their doors? Ozarks Fox News at 9 starts right now.
Real, new, now. This is Ozarks Fox News at 9.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight on Ozarks Fox News at 9. I'm Jennifer Abreu.
And I'm John Adams. Let's get right to your top story this evening. Missouri Governor Mike Parson has declared a state of emergency in the state over COVID-19.
Yeah, he says the move will provide more flexibility to allocate funds where they are needed in response to the virus. The state is also taking steps to expand COVID-19 testing capabilities by partnering with the University of Missouri and Washington University labs.
Our testing capabilities by thousands here in Missouri. And we greatly appreciate these universities for offering their assistance in addressing COVID-19. I want to assure you that we will continue to take all steps necessary to protect the people of this state.
Now, the governor also announced that 2 more presumptive positive cases of COVID-19 have been found here in Missouri. One of them is in St. Louis, and it is a domestic travel-related case. The other location of the second person has yet to be released.
Now back here in Springfield, Greene County Health Director Clay Goddard outlined what the department is doing and what citizens should do. Health officials are recommending any event with an expected crowd of 250 people or more to be postponed. Again, that's a recommendation, not an order. Springfield Mayor Ken McClure and Goddard also talked to faith leaders in Springfield. The recommendation there is that churches consider broadcasting services online. We also know the county will open a testing lab on Monday. Only people with a doctor's referral will be tested, and the location will not be released to the public.
Well, also during that conference, Director Goddard took a moment to address some of the rumors that have been circling around about the outbreak, saying it's important to be cautious of the stories you may hear.
There are a lot of people that think that they have the scoop, and I've been hearing for 3 or 4 weeks that we've had positive cases. I think I was the first person they called when we had a positive case. So just understand that this is how a community works through the anxiety. There's a lot of stories, so let's be very cautious with those stories that we hear.
Now, as we just told you, one of the recommendations from city and health leaders is regarding church services. Our David Chasanoff met with 2 churches in Springfield that plan on changing things around these next couple of weeks. David, which churches did you visit with, and what did they tell you about what they're doing Sunday?
Well, Jen, I spoke with 2 lead pastors. One is with Kingsway United Methodist Church, and the other is with North Point Church. Both houses of worship plan to stop having in-person services for the time being. The North Point Church will live stream its services so people can watch wherever they may be. This will start as soon as this Sunday morning. Lead pastor Jeremy Johnson says religion can play a powerful role when times are tough. And 20 minutes from North Point, Kingsway United Methodist Church suspended its in-person services as well. In the meantime, the church will send individualized video messages to members of the congregation who request it. Reverend Karen Hayden says before COVID-19 hit Springfield, she asked people to go about things differently in her services.
Often people will shake hands or hug, and in this case we said, why not, place your hand on your heart and offer that love to another person, offer the peace sign, or just tell another person with your words that you mean a lot to me or that you are loved.
This is an opportunity for those who put their faith in Jesus to have more confidence in a someone than a something. And right now we have a something that's pretty scary, but we have a someone who's promised to be with us.
Springfield Cape Girardeau Diocese released a statement today about COVID-19 and attending Mass. They say they won't be upset with anyone who is worried about their health and doesn't go.
All right, David, thank you. Well, another industry that could see a negative impact is the restaurant industry. Restaurants like City Butcher and Metropolitan Grill are doing their part to make customers feel safe. Metro Grill owner Pat Duran says they have stepped up their efforts even more, cleaning surfaces and bathrooms every 10 minutes, as well as installing 56 sanitizing stations across all of his restaurants. As for City Butcher, GM Blaine Hauschel says they have closed their dining room altogether for the time being, reducing their service to carry out only. Both restaurants say it's all about caution.
Everyone here is calm, cool, and collected. There's no panic. We're just trying to stay proactive, stay as far ahead as we can with this, and just kind of let it work its course.
We already adhere to a lot of the food safety rules that are already out there and present. It's about making the customers feel safe when they walk in. It's protecting customers from customers is really where all our focus is right now.
The health department says nothing has changed for restaurant inspections due to the virus.
Now, Springfield public school officials tell us they are monitoring the situation, and health officials at this time say schools don't need to close.
Well, spring break started today, and there are a few reasons to keep schools open in Springfield, according to SPS.
One of those reasons, they say, is the need for healthcare workers. Closing schools would keep many parents who work in the healthcare industry at home. And the district also says many students rely on school to provide quality meals each day. While COVID-19 poses a high risk for people older than 60 right now, risk factors are low for children.
And SPS started today on spring break. That'll go through next week, and says district officials are looking to the health department and CDC for direction when they come back.
That's right. And leaders say they are taking the following steps to keep everyone healthy. Custodians are deep cleaning schools and disinfecting surfaces. The district is asking parents to keep kids at home if they are sick and is urging families to be cautious with any travel plans.
Well, around the Ozarks tonight, the show must go on. That's the decision from several theaters in Branson this evening.
Some concerned businesses met with local government officials today. Heather Lewis tells us which Branson attractions will remain open and which ones are closing.
You know, if you tell somebody everything's okay and they come and somehow they get this dread virus, then that's like we lied to them, And on the other hand, I think people are entitled to make decisions on their own.
Branson Mayor Ed Akers says Branson is still open for business.
And we still want them to come and visit us if they can.
Performers in the entertainment industry met today to discuss the best way to handle audiences on the heels of coronavirus.
We're not going down and shaking people's hands like we normally would. Branson's such a friendly place, it's really hard not to shake people's hands.
That's Jason Hughes, part of the Hughes Brothers show.
For a lot of the businesses here in town, we're coming from the off season. We've just started our shows. Cash flow isn't the greatest early on. And so, there's closing for a lot of businesses in town for even a couple weeks is a big deal.
With no confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the Branson area, Hughes says he feels comfortable still putting on the show.
If we thought that it wasn't safe for people to be coming to our show, we wouldn't be doing it.
But not every Branson business is taking the same approach. Dolly Parton Stampede announced its closing. In addition, Silver Dollar City will be delaying its opening until Saturday, March 28th. Plus, there will be reduced seating on the Showboat Branson Bell. Hughes says he understands why some attractions are taking those precautions.
But at the same time, we have lots of customers that want to come on vacation, and we also have all of our employees and all of the people in Branson who are still trying to make a living.
That was our Heather Lewis reporting. The mayor and Hughes both said the situation could change with any future developments.
And we'll, of course, post those developments and updates on our website, ozarksfirst.com.
Now, we do want to let you know also that the KOZL Man Show scheduled for this weekend has been postponed.
And this is in the interest of taking precautions around COVID-19, as the Springfield-Greene County Health Department recommended postponing any event with more than 250 people in attendance.
And we will let you know when the Man Show is rescheduled.
Well, speaking of all of these cancellations, you can find a list of all the events that have been canceled or postponed in the Ozarks right now on our website. That list is in this story, Canceled by Coronavirus. That's, of course, at ozarksfirst.com.
Also a top story today, President Donald Trump declaring a national state of emergency. We have more coverage of his press conference today, as well as reactions to how individual states are handling the outbreak. And our Ozarks First contributors tackle how the media has been covering this outbreak. All of that coming up for you at 9:30.
Well, a lot going on in the news tonight with COVID-19, but we do want to check in with Beth once again. Some rain could be moving into the Ozarks.
Yeah, we've already got a couple of showers, especially closer to the state line, and starting to fill in through our Missouri counties. That will continue through the overnight hours with some heavier pockets of rain possible, and that could cause some minor flooding, especially in low water crossings. And we've got more rain chances coming next week. We'll do all of that.